All right, let's talk about the chair. You know, that thing you're probably sitting in right this second. We're about to explore why one of the most common objects in our lives might just be our biggest enemy.
I mean, seriously, chances are you're sitting down as you watch this. It feels totally normal, right? Comfortable, even? But here's the thing. While you're sitting perfectly still, your body is telling a completely different story.
In fact, your body is practically begging you to get up and move. It sounds a little dramatic, I know, but our modern lives, full of chairs and couches, are in a direct fight with how we were designed. We've kind of become a sedentary species in a body that was built for constant motion.
So let's take a quick look under the hood, shall we? The human body is just this masterpiece of engineering, and it was engineered for one main purpose: to move, all the time. And the proof? It's written right into our anatomy.
Think about this for a second. We have over 360 joints in our bodies. That's not just some random number. It's basically a blueprint for action. Every single one of them, from the big hinge in your knee to the tiniest little pivot in your spine, it's all there to let us move in all sorts of ways.
And what's powering those 360-plus joints? Well, we have around 700 skeletal muscles. These are the engines designed to pull, push, lift, and just get us through the world. Together, they make up this incredibly complex system that's always on standby, just waiting for one simple command from you: move.
And it goes deeper than just muscles and joints. Our entire skeleton is designed to stand upright against gravity. Our blood needs us to move to circulate properly. Even our nerve cells and our skin are optimized for an active life. So, if we're so perfectly built to be on the go, what in the world happens when we just stop?
Okay, let's start with the immediate stuff, the physical damage. We're going to take a quick trip inside the body, starting with the absolute core of our structure, the spine, to see what happens the very moment we sit down.
I mean, just look at this contrast. It's night and day. When we're standing or moving, our spine is beautifully aligned, and the pressure on our spinal discs is nice and even. But the second we slump into a chair, it curves into this unnatural C shape. That puts all this uneven, damaging pressure on those discs and strains the muscles around them. And at the same time, that slouch literally squishes your chest cavity, leaving less room for your lungs to expand. You're actually limiting the amount of oxygen that can get into your bloodstream.
And trust me, the damage doesn't stop at your back and lungs. The effects of sitting just ripple through your entire system. We're talking about everything from your legs all the way up to your brain.
You ever get that pins and needles feeling after you've been sitting for a while? Yeah, that's your nerves actually getting compressed and it's blocking their signals. That same compression restricts blood flow, which is why your ankles or feet might swell up. And remember that oxygen problem we just talked about? Well, less oxygen means less fresh, oxygenated blood gets to your brain, and that can literally slow down brain activity and make it way, way harder to focus. Now get this, because this is where things get really wild on a chemical level. Our blood vessels have these special enzymes called lipoprotein lipase. Their entire job is to pull fat out of our bloodstream to be used for energy. But when we sit for too long, these super important enzymes just switch off. They go dormant, and that means fat just keeps circulating in our blood for much longer, doing damage instead of being put to good use. So all these short-term effects are pretty alarming on their own, right? But when you zoom out, when you look at the long-term picture, this seemingly harmless habit of sitting reveals itself for what it is: a silent global health crisis. The research here is just crystal clear, and honestly, it's devastating. A sedentary lifestyle is strongly linked to a higher risk for some of the deadliest diseases out there. We're talking certain cancers, heart disease, diabetes, not to mention major kidney and liver problems. And all of that leads us to this single number: 9%. It looks so small and simple on its own, but what it represents is absolutely staggering.
Yeah, 9% of all premature deaths across the entire world every single year are because of physical inactivity. Just let that sink in for a moment. That's over 5 million people losing their lives simply because we, as a global population, are not moving enough.
Okay, I know, that was really heavy. But here's the good news, the best news actually. The solution to this massive, massive problem isn't some expensive pill or complicated surgery. It is incredibly simple, and it is completely free. Here's the game plan. It's so easy. First, when you do have to sit, just focus on your posture. Try to sit up straight, no slouching. Second, set a little reminder on your phone or computer to just get up for a minute or two every half hour. And third, just look for tiny opportunities to move more all day long.
Take the stairs, walk around while you're on the phone, whatever works.
This quote really just says it all, doesn't it? We have to unlearn this idea that our default setting is rest. It's not. Our bodies crave activity. They were designed for it, and they reward us with incredible health when we just give them what they need.
So, as we wrap this up, I'll just leave you with this one question. Your body is ready. It's been waiting this whole time. The only real question is, are you? Why not give it what it wants? You could stand up and have a little stretch right now. Go on. Your body will definitely thank you for it.